Bitcoin and all cryptos are at an extreme point. Are we about to see all-time highs across the board, or is it the end of this cryptocurrency bull market? Today's video's main focus is going to be on all of the latest news coming out for Bitcoin and top altcoins. Plus, at the end, I'll give you my quick technical analysis on where I'm expecting prices to go this week. If you do enjoy the video, don't forget to smash the like and subscribe. Not going to waste any more time. Jump straight into the video. Let's start with one piece of information, one piece of news, and it's a little bit quite sad because we've seen people in crypto who have been around for years, back in 2017, 2021, and because of this last event, because of this last liquidation event, a lot of altcoins move more than 50%. So if you use more than 2 times leverage, you got liquidated. So here, massive trader who's been in the market for a long, long time, it got liquidated. His entire crypto portfolio is gone. He thought he was one of the smart ones, navigating the storm year after year. And right now, look, he's stepping away from the space to heal. And it's a really unfortunate that this type of story seems completely common within crypto. People have been in crypto for so long, and this last liquidation event just, vanishing their entire portfolio. It's quite sad. One thing that we really can learn from this is to be in spot positions mainly, and to only use a small percentage of our portfolio on leverage positions. It's, really unfortunate. One thing we can also see, so CZ Finance is actually doing over $280 million compensation, plus a recovery airdrop and another 400 million recovery airdrop, basically giving back to all of the users who got liquidated because the depegging of Binance did actually show you in a previous video. I posted it on my X account here that there was basically a depegging between Binance and other cryptos like here and other exchanges. So here Solana was completely mispriced on Binance in comparison to all other exchanges. So because of that, CZ and Binance actually launching that initiative. So it's great to see that they are giving back, because there clearly was a massive problem in the depegging of a lot of Binance altcoins, specifically on Binance. So also great to see. Next, I do want to point out there's actually some huge news that just came out. Basically, Bitcoin worth $15 billion was seized by the United States. So let's actually read into this right here. The United States seizes $15 billion in a pig butchering scam. So the chairman of the Cambodian conglomerate was charged by federal prosecutors in New York, operating a money laundering scheme, also draining accounts known as pig butchering. And why pig butchering is so effective is because a lot of people will act online as, good-looking women looking for men with a lot of money, and they'll basically get them to invest into their business, or they'll get them to pay for things along the way, and basically scam them completely. So the overall operation behind this pig butchering scam was using forced labor in Cambodia to emotionally manipulate thousands of victims in the US around the world, fattening their accounts and then draining them, as a practice known as pig butchering. A lot of the times, they're just fake women online, and they find these men and, basically get them to love them or talk to them online, find, lonely people online and get them to send them lots and lots of money. So basically using this Cambodian forced labor, which is quite sad. But here, US has seized $15 billion extra in Bitcoins. That's a total of 127,000 Bitcoin. So the US is really accumulating a lot of Bitcoin just by sort of being a security powerhouse. Next, I want to point out the gold versus Bitcoin chart. Now, I did actually go through this in an entire video, so you can go straight to my channel and check that out. I believe that was yesterday's video. But here I do want to quickly go over this chart, because what we do see is quite a strong correlation between Bitcoin and gold. Now, what we do see, I'm going to move myself out the way, is this yellow line here is Bitcoin and this orange line right here is gold. What we see in periods where Bitcoin is moving sideways right through this period here, that gold is actually going through strong uptrend periods. And very similar, we can see right through here where gold has gone sideways over a period of more than 1 year, and then Bitcoin had major rallies to the upside. Quite similarly, Bitcoin was moving sideways to down during this 2019-2020 region, whereas gold had huge rallies to the upside. Now, why this is so important is because we've seen gold have huge rally to the upside, while basically in the last year, Bitcoin has been quite sideways. If we actually go over to the daily chart and we scroll in to the start of 2025, Bitcoin is only up, let's say 5 or 10% from the beginning of 2025. So we can call it basically sideways momentum right here. And what we've seen in the price of gold is gold has absolutely exploded to the upside. What this is signaling is when gold begins to move sideways and this huge uptrend begins to sell off, that's when the Bitcoin bull trend will be into full swing. So that's extremely bullish. What we are waiting for is a bit of a sell-off on gold, up nearly 100% just this year. We always want to be looking at the future bullish narrative for crypto. Stablecoins is becoming a super strong narrative and potentially could disrupt cross-border payments, Circle, Coinbase, and other platforms. So stablecoins really reshaping the financial system, especially because we're able to send stablecoins in an instant. Everything's finalized. Doesn't take multiple business days for transactions. But really what they're looking for here is to put that legitimate infrastructure in place. Unlike fiat systems, slow, expensive, and fragmented, stablecoins offer key advantages like that 24/7 availability. Always we're looking for what is going to be the bullish case for crypto in the future, what's going to be pushing Bitcoin to future prices to 200,000 to 500,000. So getting that stablecoin ecosystem really just allows more people to come into crypto. More people in crypto is always going to see greater demand for assets like Bitcoin. Another huge piece of information is that the Solana ETF approval is supposed to be coming out in just the next couple of days. We see an announcement here from TradeWiz where the SEC has until Thursday, the 16th of October, to decide on the applications for the Solana ETF. So we've got some huge news. The deadline is set, and now we've only got a few more days. When we do see the overall Solana price action for the last couple of days, it's been quite bullish, but again, very bearish over the last month. All we are retesting is this EMA. We really want to see a strong spike. We really need to see this Solana ETF go through. Otherwise, it's looking extremely dire for altcoins. But on the weekly, I'm still extremely bullish. But overall, we only have a few more days. So that's really going to set the altcoin market, the actual foundation, if we are going to have that springboard and last alt season for this bull run. Now, I really love this post. Fix the debt, fix the world. Bitcoin becomes the credit system. So we have Bitcoin as basically the foundation layer, forms the base layer. And then on top of that, we build real world assets like real estate and so on. Then we can expand the credit system because we can actually give credit or give loans based on those real assets. And then yield becomes real because you can offer your Bitcoin or offer your funds to then be lent out as credit. So this is really the next stage of Bitcoin and crypto, actually building as a base layer and then building on top of that. Overall, the weekly chart for Bitcoin, still very bullish. We have that positive slope. We've come back to retest the weekly average price, which really, if you look back at Bitcoin over the last 2 years, there's really not been that many opportunities to buy back at the EMA, because when we do go on strong bull runs, we go on many, many months uptrend where the overall average price is never retested. So that's what we are waiting for, especially if we do get the ETF approval around Solana, around XRP, Cardano, around Litecoin. That's really going to set the altcoin market, send it really to the stratosphere, and will give Bitcoin the playbook to actually hit this $150,000 per Bitcoin. One of my favorite indicators, using the Fibonacci extension or retracement, and then actually going from the bottom of this run, extending it up, and then pushing it across where we came back to retest the 0.5 to 618. My first target for this bull run is this $146,000 where we have that 618 target using the Fibonacci retracement. So still very bullish on Bitcoin. Hasn't turned out exactly as we've expected, but we're still in a positive uptrend. We're still just retesting that average price, and the overall news coming out in this next week is still quite bullish. If you have enjoyed today's video, don't forget to smash the like and subscribe for future videos, and I'll be seeing you tomorrow.